So every time you start your car, your radiator fan is running all the time, right away, full blast. No matter what temperature it is or how hot your car is, all the way through whenever you're driving. Got a fix for you. Come with me. What is up, guys, and welcome back. Check it out. You get in your car, you start it up, your radiator fan just full blast, full on blast, no matter, it could be 6 inches of snow outside or it could be desert Sahara like it is right now. This is very key, very key. If this is your fix, you look at your temperature gauge and your temperature gauge will be at normal operating level. Now if it's at high level, you've got a different problem. It's kind of embarrassing. You go through a drive-through and your fan is just blasting if people can't hear you. Good news is it's about $20 to fix it. That's it. Just about all makes and models of cars work the same way. They just have things in different locations. So what the problem is this big old piece right here. That's it, a coolant temperature sensor. So basically what it does is it tells your engine what your operating coolant temperature is. And a lot of times when they break, they get stuck on 99999, which tells your computer that your engine is operating at 900 something degrees, so it always runs. Putting it into a Chevy Cruze, and it's really easy to find. I'll show you where it is. Number, if you want it, 213-4688. If you have another maker model of car, that won't be the same part number. Just search for the coolant temperature sensor. RockAuto.com, good place to get it. Now there is one more part that I'm going to replace while I'm in here, and I recommend you do the same, and that is the thermostat itself. A couple reasons why. $20 to $50 depending on who you buy it from, and the main reason you're going to replace this is because it has these functions all inside of it that can help you down the road. Odds are you've got a lot of miles in your car already. So 1, you get a new sensor, 2, new mechanical operation, and 3, you get a new gasket, which might be wearing out on you already and you don't even know about it. Believe it or not, they sell these without gaskets in them. So make sure when you add this to your cart that you get one that has a gasket included. Don't add it to your cart if it doesn't say it. I haven't started this thing for 3 days probably. Listen to what happens. Can't let it get hot because we're going to change that fluid now. On the right side of the engine, a couple of things I want to show you. Your location, you've got a cam sensor here, and right under it, you'll find it right there. To do that, we're going to have to change the fluid. Other thing you want to note while you're here, swing around the top over here to the radiator wall. Down inside there's a little plastic nut, little cross on it. You're going to need that later, so remember where that is. Let's drain the fluid. To do that, first we'll remove the little splash guard from the bottom. Under the car, you're going to remove these little E20 Torx, which is one of those kind of bits, and then there'll be little plastic things that you remove. Couple, 4 of them up there. Always keep an extra bag of those to replace any broken ones. So get you some of those on Amazon. Check this out. When I was down here, I found this little stick hanging out. Guess what? That's not a stick, bro. Another tool you might be interested in investing in is one of these clip pullers. They're pretty sweet. You just put the clip in there, pop it out. Let me show you how easy and good it works. Clip with the broken tab in it. That's it. That splash shield is gone, and now we have access to the bottom of the radiator, which when you look up in there, there is a plug. Little handle on that plug on the bottom of the radiator fits perfectly in between that 21mm, and you can just use that to pop it. Make sure that your vent hole is open here. Radiator cap right now is closed. If it's open, it's going to come out too fast. You're going to see it kick somewhere around in here. When I go take that cap off, it's going to come out full force, and you're going to want to move the pan, it's going to kick the other way. There she goes. Let me loosen that cap and you'll see a big difference. Here she comes. This isn't going to be easy to film by myself, so here's what I'm going to do. So right down here in this cam position sensor, I'm going to back out this tab and pull out this sensor. The sensor we want to get to is right under it, and then I'm just going to pull a little retaining ring off and get rid of that. There's that one, and under it is our culprit. There it is. That little silver thing is a little retaining clip that holds in that piece. And just pull it up like that. Set that somewhere safe. And now that should just exit the car. There you go. There's your problem. Push in, clip down. Very easy. The sensor you replaced is right here. You've got your hose leading up to it. Until it's nice and empty, you've already got that fluid out. To take these sensors out of the way, which I've already got them off, to expose this right here. There's your sensor for your thermostat. So we'll go ahead and unclip that. And there's 4 8mm bolts that'll let that come on out of there. Those look like they won't be much of an issue, so I'll go ahead and carefully take off the hose. Make sure you don't damage it, or you'll be awaiting even more parts. There's a clamp, pull that down, gently off. Don't tug it too hard, you might crack it. And you have access to all 4 bolts. Do a temporary zip of these up out of the way as well. There we go. I'm going to throw a 6-inch extension on this bad boy so it's not a knuckle buster. And it makes them that much easier to rip out of there. Time to peel her off. There's the old one there for you, and you can tell the gasket all looks okay, but it's a little brittle. This car has 128,000 miles on it. First we'll clean it up. Just like so. Screwed up and buttoned in to make sure our sensor is nice and clean on both ends. All right. We got one more step. Fill up our antifreeze. Let me show you how to do that. It's pretty cool. So remember the spot I showed you right here earlier, the little plug? We're going to remove that plug, and that's an overflow for when it's completely full to the exact level it needs to be. That's a 13mm. So when we pour our antifreeze into our reservoir here, once it gets to the system level at once, when your car's parked on a level surface, it'll bleed out of that bleeder and let us know it's perfect. So check to see what kind of antifreeze your car needs. They'll have a traditional Dex, they'll have Asian vehicle. Go ahead and add that while I watch the bleeder. Let me plug this bleeder back up. Now it's time to fire it up. See if the radiator fan kicks on right away, and see if our problem's fixed. She's fixed, baby. Can't wait for McRib season. I can slide right through there. Take two. And they can hear me. So I started the car, I've got the heat on high. I'm gonna let it run for a minute to heat up. I'm gonna hold the RPMs down for a couple of minutes, and then I can come back, fill up my reservoir to where it needs to be. And this thing is wrapped up, she's done. No check engine code, everything is perfect. And there's a fix for you. I hope you have the same luck. Like I said, check these other cars, they all run the same way. Everything just might be in a different spot, somewhere, other side of the engine or whatever. Google, YouTube will help you, but at least you know what you got to work with and what you need to fix. Hey guys, that's all I have for today. If you liked the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Check out the merch. If you didn't like the video, check out the people on the bottom of my channel called Bad Mofos. Hours and hours of fun. Hopefully this helps you out. Don't forget, always replace both if you can. If they're right there, just do it. Take the time. It only costs a little bit extra, and your car's going to thank you for it in the long run. Especially if it's somebody else's car. The peace of mind to know that you did something to help them. Do it right, man. Remember to check my other videos. There's all kinds of stuff on there. Over 100 videos of fun stuff. All kinds of fun. Invite the friends. Don't forget, life's only a party if you make it one. Invite yourself. Thanks again for watching. Take care. Later. Peace.